We'll bring it all in focus, presented by Kubota. After 2 decades of ongoing warfare, mental health has become the biggest concern amongst our troops. PTSD, substance abuse, depression, and suicide have all seen a large uptick in recent years. These concerns launched a very special nonprofit organization founded by 5 patriotic women from the state of Texas.
When Boot Campaign began in 2009, we started by putting the most visible sign of military service, the combat boot, on as many celebrities, influencers, and civilians as possible, as a way for Americans to walk a mile in their shoes. Today, our mission is to unite Americans to honor and restore the lives of veterans and military families through individualized care nationwide.
This individual care is critical to the recovery of those who have sustained extensive trauma and injuries on the battlefield. Veterans such as Steve Lucas. Like many of his counterparts, he was struggling to find purpose and a new identity after 30 years of service in the Marine Corps.
It was within a month or so after I retired, I knew that things weren't the same as it used to be. But I also tried to find school, tried to find things to do, tried to see if I could find something else, and I just couldn't find it.
This holistic approach has made great strides in helping veterans transition from the battlefield back to civilian life with groundbreaking programs.
Over the course of the last 15 years, we've been able to provide care to thousands of veterans and their families. Where we spend the bulk of our effort, energy, and funding is in the health and wellness arena, providing individualized care for veterans struggling with brain injury, post-traumatic stress, chronic pain, self-medication, and insomnia. And those 5 invisible wounds can be precursors that lead to suicidality. And so what we do is provide an individualized care plan so that we can get at the root cause of those issues, not just the symptoms.
They've given me a lot of the tools that allow me to deal with anxiety, being able to, I went through the heart rate variability program, which allows me to decompress and monitor my own stress, and it's a tool that helps me daily. Because of those tools and that health and wellness program and the therapy and cognitive therapy and all the holistic approach and different things has enabled me to find a job, enabled me to be a productive citizen, and now I'm currently the Wood County Veteran Service Officer.
The Boot Campaign has grown through the generous donations of individuals and corporations that are working together to make a positive impact.
Kubota Tractor Corporation proudly supports veterans across the country. With May being Military Appreciation Month, this is the perfect time for us to launch this program. And we hope that customers will come in, learn about the program, see the QR code, and find ways to consider a donation or buying a pair of boots. As we try to work with our local dealers to encourage people to come in and make donations, we want to contribute as well. So for every dollar that is put towards buying a pair of boots or is donated to this cause, Kubota is going to match that up to the first $50,000. We have veterans that work here at Kubota Tractor. We also have a number of veterans that work at our over 1,000 dealer locations across the whole U.S. And lastly, we have a lot of customers that are also veterans. So we want to find a best way to continue to support them. And that's why we started 10 years ago working with the Farmer Veteran Coalition and finding ways for veterans to find careers and opportunities inside of agriculture. So through that and with that, this is the next logical step for us. Looking at this boot campaign as another way for Kubota to continue to support all of our veterans.
Like any nonprofit, financial support is the lifeblood of these programs that have made a life-changing impact on our veterans.
The sponsorship that they provide will help hundreds, if not thousands, of military members that are going through some of the same things or different than me, because it allows boot campaigns through their health and wellness program develop an individualized treatment plan for that veteran. It becomes emotional because I've seen what it does for other veterans, plus I've seen what it's done for me. And there's nothing more powerful than to see when somebody, maybe at their lowest low, that is now empowered and is successful. And that's all that Boot Campaign wants of its veterans, is to turn them into productive, successful citizens. Or help them, or maybe just give them a little tool along the way that helps out.